What's up, guys? I promise I'm not trying to spam you. I just think this is great info for you guys to know and have before the competition, before Metcon Rush. So if you have a tweaky shoulder, if you're doing thrusters, snatches, push presses, whatever it is, and you're like, man, my shoulder's tweaky, even like a dip, anything that tweaks your shoulder, this is gonna help. Now, when we have a shoulder that's like, I'm getting this tweakiness, it's essentially impingement. Your rotator cuff tendons, even if it's in your front, it's your biceps, it's getting impinged in your shoulder. There might be some other things going on, but for the most part, it's that rotator cuff tendon that's getting impinged. Or just that unstable head of that humerus is moving around too much, something's going on. Most of the time, it's a tendon problem. So we might have to improve strength of the rotator cuff, improve some stability, the traps, the low trap, all that fun stuff. But when you get deep down to it, the incident, what we call it, it's at the tendon level. The root cause might be something else, but the problem and where you're causing this incident and hopefully not damage is at the tendon level. So we have to rehab it. We have to include some kind of tendon strengthening and tendon work. So what I love to do is grab our TheraBand. I'm gonna get a pretty light one, or not really a TheraBand, but a light monster band. And tendons respond very, very well to isometric holds. So what we're gonna do is, super simple exercise, I'm sure you've seen this one, but instead of coming out like this, we're actually gonna side step and get a lot of tension on this band. Gonna hold for around 3 to 5 seconds and then back right off. So I'm gonna go out of frame here, most likely. Good amount of tension. And the goal here is make sure we're not really hiked up. We are setting our shoulder blade. You don't have to be like all the way down and back, but set it a little bit, contract your pecs, your lats, and your traps. Come on out here. Again, that 3 to 5 second hold. Tendons love two things. They love to be stressed. They love to be held. And they also love to have slow, heavy resistance. Those are two things tendons not necessarily love, but they heal very, very well this way with the isometric hold and a slow, very, very heavy resistance. So what I want you guys to do is a set of 10 of these. So I like to have my hand here. You don't have to have it. Going out to the side, you're gonna hold 3 to 5 seconds, back right off. We're gonna do this in this position, and then the fun part is 90 degrees, you can go a little bit higher, a little bit lower. You can get all these different angles. I'm gonna raise the band a little bit and do the same exact thing in a much more unstable position. It's gonna work the rotator cuff a little bit differently. There's a lot more shoulder stability I need in this position. Right, come on out here. I wanna go this way so you guys can see. Oh man, shoulder sore from workout this morning. Try to not let it drag you down. Keep it here, then back up. Really tough, get up a little higher. For a set of around 10, and again, that 3 to 5 second hold. Now, after you've done that, what I love to do, again, both sides, both ways, is now we add on a very, very long hold. So this has been shown, tendons love this. It actually helps with pain a lot more, but it allows this tendon, what tends to happen is, in rehabbing a tendon, it will, when we start to stress it, you're only gonna stress the part that doesn't have any damage or just the part that's not overused. When we start to hold for very long periods of time, that part of the tendon the tendon that has the problem, or is the part that's getting pinched, whatever's going on with the tendon that has the problem will then be exposed after around 15 seconds, and even sometimes up to 30 seconds. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna hold this, we're gonna walk out. You don't have to go as far out as the first time. I'm just gonna go right here so you guys can see me. You don't have to go out as far as the first time, but you can hold this 30 seconds, 45, at least 30 seconds. I love to do 45 seconds. And it's a lot of time, but what's gonna happen is you're gonna hold that for so long and keep holding it. You're going to be able to stress that part of that tendon that has the problem. And what else are we doing? We're strengthening the rotator cuff, which is great. Strong rotator cuff means a very strong overhead position. One piece of the puzzle for strengthening. The traps, that's a whole different story. I might make a video on that too. 30 seconds for me is pretty good. I don't know how long that was. It's probably getting close to 30 seconds. Holding this for 30 seconds for a set of around 5 is going to be great for the shoulder health and for that tendon health. This is not the end-all be-all, but it will help that tendon heal as you work on some trap exercises too. And the same thing in this position. You can then come on up here. These take a long time because it's a 30-second hold, but walk out here. Just hold 30 seconds. Tendons love to be held, helps with pain, helps them actually heal and expose that part of the tendon that might have the problem. After that, I like to go right into the slow, heavy, and get heavy guys, right? A set of 10, that's too easy. A set of 6 is a great place to be at. A set of 8, it's kind of pushing it. A set of 6, you're building strength. That's where we want to be. By the time you hit 6 reps, your shoulders should be toast. So we're here, coming out really far. It's like 6. You get a lot of tension on these bands. Just let it pull you all the way. I love to do a 3-second hold. There are a lot of things in CrossFit are very, very fast. Again, tendons, what do they love? When you rehab them and when you strengthen you strengthen them, you're doing a lot of plyos, but to rehab them, slow and controlled helps build that tendon back up. So make sure we're going slow and controlled here. We can go fast and Metcon rush here, nice and slow and controlled. You can add some fast ones in afterwards. I'm cool with that as long as it's pain-free. And then same thing up here. I love to add in the row and then pull them back. So you row right to here, rotate it up. At least get that 3-second hold in there. Hope you guys enjoyed this. So if you have some tweaky shoulders, try these out. I know it's a long video. I think it's really gonna help you out. If you have any questions, shoot us a DM on Instagram or reply to this email. You can check us out at Alpha Project Physio. Let's keep you healthy for Metcon Rush.